Welcome to the foreclosure funnel system. This is the lender's demo, where you'll gain more insight on how to get funds to close your deals at 100% purchase price. We have over 5 plus pre qualified lenders that we work with that offer double closing funds. Complete your agreement signatures and get approved within 24 hours. Submit your deals. All our closings are with experienced lenders who can offer us 100% purchase price with 1% to 3.5% interest rates with the minimum of 1500, allowing you to close more deals. They also offer up to a maximum of $1 million as a cap. So how does this work? By day 7, you can officially submit your request for funding with the lender. You'll need to make it through the sales process from day 1 to day 7, as there are requirements that need to be met before submitting all required agreements or contracts. 3 steps of execution. This is going to be your AB contract signed between you and the seller, your BC contract signed between you and the buyer, and then both contracts submitted to the lender and then the title company. By following this format, you're moving with confidence to complete steps 1, 2, and 3 of the qualifying process with your lender. How to submit funding requests. Most lenders will ask for some key answers when going through their portal or deal submission website. This will include stuff like contact details, property details, seller's information, asking price, exit strategy, and 1 week's notice. This 1 week notice will allow them to verify contact information and connect with the chosen title company on paper to begin the process. Here are some typical deal closing requirements from most of our lenders and how they review your deal. So for double closing funding, here's everything that will happen immediately after you submit your deal for double closing funding. Step 1, they will review your deal, and typically within 30 minutes, the AB and BC contract are both signed and executed by all parties. Do the AB BC buyer and seller match up and the addresses match? Is there enough spread between the two deals to pay all fees and closing costs? Do both contracts have the deals set to close on the same day? Requirement 2 is they'll it says we will have you introduce us to your title company as the AB funder. Once introduced, we'll go through our checks with the title company. These include confirming the amount that needs to be funded and signing off on the final payoff or a HUD statement showing the safe return of our capital. And then number 3, final checks are completed and funds are sent. Our final checks include confirming all buyer end funds are in first, as this is the only way to ensure our funds are protected. We'll also confirm all documents are signed and disbursement is ready. Once this is complete, funds will be sent immediately. Outcome. As long as all of our requirements are met by the title, your funding is guaranteed in full every time. The fees that they charge is a flat 1.5% fee on all same title companies double closings up to 1 million with at least 1 week's notice. And if you need the money quicker uh than that or closing at a separate title company, they'll add additional 1% fee, and their minimum return is $1,500 on smaller deals. Feel free to pause this video and go over these requirements, as these are going to be important requirements moving forward to make sure you do fit the requirements of the double closing funds. And if you do not, just make sure that you go back and double check with your AB contract and your BC contract and make sure a lot of this information that they're requesting does match up. Next is understanding the funding timeline. So step 1 is submit your request with all information, then wait for your request to be approved by their team. Step number 2, have title reach out when the AB HUD is ready. Then they'll send a payoff to title for the BC HUD, and then both you and their team approve the final HUD, and then they release funds as soon as the BC funds are sent in. Important reminder: all your deals will need to factor in the closing and resale cost. On the AB side with the seller, you are paying the total amount. That includes closing costs, transfer fees, deed prep, anything, right? Because you're paying off the total debt plus everything, right? Because the seller needs to pay off the total debt. There's no room to leave a discount. And then on the BC side, you're paying your associated seller fees plus the interest fees plus the fees owed to the lender. So we've already calculated in total, you need to leave room for at least 18% in fees to do a double closing. Your final step in a lender approval process is waiting for the funds to be released and making your profit. So, what this final process looks like is the A, B, and BC contracts are submitted to the lender. This is documenting and verifying there's an agreement between you and the seller. you and the buyer, and then finally taking that documentation and submit it to the lender where it becomes between you and the lender agreement. Then finally, the buyer brings funds to the title company and the title releases payment. So the buyer submits funds and then the lender releases their money and then you receive the difference. And that's it. Thanks for taking the time to watch the lender demo and learning the process after all parties have signed and how this relates to agreements with the sellers, the buyers, and the title company and who handles the transactions. If you need any help during the lender approval process, feel free to reach out to me anytime at 814-831-9853. Catch you in the next video.